was loud. Excuse me while I tweet that I'm live, etc. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see here. Hey Marita, what's up? Oh my god. If you see my actually, if you see my face, it's been like shiny and stuff. No. It's natural highlighter. It's not sweaty. Type of grace. Nice. Kan ikke du bare sette på pause, Marita? Vær så snill. Og så bare sette av 1 time og 7 minutter til å se på en skummel video. Thank you. Hey Daddy, how is it going? Look at how I glow. Yeah. I glow because I'm sweaty as crazy. Sweaty as crazy. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. My god. Oh. I thought I was writing or sharing my link in somebody else's Discord. It nearly gave me a heart attack. Det bra, Marita. Big chillin', and you? Been a while. I'm big chillin' as well, because we are gonna watch some scary, a scary video actually. It's an analog horror. Can't say that without getting a tongue twist. There we go. And Twitter? Are you proud of me, Ditty? I tweeted that I'm live. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Not me. Okay. I think I'm just gonna start the reaction thing. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. I just have to see how loud it is.
With peers or
Was that loud?
I was born in Houston, Texas, where she never had issues in school.
Is that loud enough? Or louder? Beep bop boop, beep bop boop. That's fine? Okay, so you can hear it. I'm gonna... It's a little bit louder for me. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sweaty. Okay. I saw this first thing. Text. So I'm just gonna read the text. Okay. Last week, I purchased a repossessed storage locker. Inside was an old desk, an outdated computer, and a filing cabinet. The letterhead of a few loose documents read, "The Office of Julia Liu." From what I could find, she was a successful child therapist in Kate's Crossing from the late 70s to early 90s. Her obituary stated that she died on December the 18th, 2015. At a glance, this seemed like a typical haul. Typical, if not for the collection of VHS, oh my goodness, tapes hidden in the false bottom of the desk drawer. My goodness, blah blah blah.
Hey John, $1 million idea. A way to share a video without waiting on the mail. What do you think? Anyway, as I said on the phone, I think this may be the easiest way to get you up to speed on what I'm dealing with here. And before you ask, no, we don't have releases for the family. They refuse to have their likeness involved in any way. However, they did allow me the use of Jessica's drawings. We will need to change their names when we get to the writing stage. Regardless, I think you'll be able to see why I think this will make one hell of a book. So, prior to our first session, each member of the family was given the standard questionnaire. The results are as followed. The patient's name is Jessica Daniels. Jessica, or Jess as she prefers to be called, is 7 years old. Normal birth, no complications, no medical issues. She's intelligent, sweet, friendly, and highly empathetic.
Oh.
The child was born in Houston, Texas, where she never had issues in school or socializing with peers or adults. The family bought the Clark's house. Beautiful house. I love how it's built up on columns. And I'm sure you remember the Clarks from your time here. Sweet old couple. They own that little dive you used to drag me to for lunch. What was it? Oh yeah, the Burger Shack. But anyway, according to her mother, Carol, Jess had a particularly tough time adjusting. She didn't notice anything out of the ordinary until the second week, Wednesday night to be exact. They think it was after midnight when Jess ran into her mother's room screaming. She claimed there were people living under the house. Carol dismissed this as a nightmare, but it started happening night after night until Jess finally refused to sleep in her room.
Want to play?
She moved the child's bed to her room, but Jess
Creepy.
continued to wake up saying the same thing. She could hear people talking under the floor. Carol made sure to note that Jess never had problems sleeping in Houston. Adam, the child's father, fed up with having the child sleeping in the room, devised a simple solution. He brought her under the house, tried to show her that there wasn't anything there. And according to Adam, there wasn't, but Jess was convinced she saw something. The girl got into a ball and screamed until her voice gave out. She's been mute since that day.
No!
After a series of tests and multiple second opinions, no physician could find anything wrong. There's nothing hindering the girl from speaking. Therefore, the conclusion is that her condition is mental in nature. The drawings you are seeing are currently her only form of communication. From observation
Carol,
and the questionnaire,
Jess,
I heard few thoughts
Adam
on
and
the other
Dean.
family members. Carol Daniels. She's the children's primary caregiver. From what I can observe, she's a caring mother. However, she is deeply resentful of her husband Adam for forcing them to move from Houston to Kate's Crossing. Adam Daniels is an obvious workaholic. He spends the majority of his time at work. Dean, her brother, typical early teen. He wasn't happy about the move but seems to be adjusting adequately. Give me a call after you digest this material. Love to talk strategy.
Imagine if there's a jump scare now. I'm gonna poop my pants. Yeah. Good news! Mrs. Daniels will allow me to tape record my voice during the sessions. I will splice in Jessica's pictures and give general descriptions and notes when appropriate. Session 1. Let's go.
Hi, Jess. My name is Miss Julia. How are you today?
I'm okay. Oh,
Has your mom or dad told you why you're here?
to talk?
So how about we get to know each other? Would you like that?
Okay.
What's your favorite food? Mine's spaghetti.
Fries. Hell yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Blue?
I like that one too.
Same. I love
Tell me
blue.
about your family.
Mom is cooking dinner and looks like drinking. Father is working. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's her brother talking on the phone, and she's alone with her little teddy bear. Oh, sounds adorable. Yeah. No reply.
Okay, so how about you tell me who that is? Did your mom or your dad get him for you?
No. Who gave it to you? He belongs to my friend. Who's your friend?
That's very sweet. Tell me more about your friend. I want to make a note here. She stared in the corner of the room as if she was waiting for permission. She then shook her head in the negative.
Oh
Is someone
no.
here, Jess? Is that your friend in the corner?
Oh my god. I got goosebumps.
Another note. That clearly looks like a face. It appears that she has an imaginary friend. What's their name? Maybe we could all play together. Note, she would no longer participate in my questions at this point. Regardless, I thought this was a decent first session. Let's try to talk by the end of next week.
End of session 1.
So how are you doing today?
Fine.
And what did you do last night?
Watching TV. With a red screen.
Let's play a game. If a genie came out of a bottle and granted you 3 wishes, what would those be?
No reply.
How about I go first then?
Loves the beach. To eat what I want and not gain a pound.
I'm hoping the last one
A
can be
happy
true.
Jess.
Want to try?
Oh. Okay. Oh. That's cute. Back to... What? Houston? Is that angels?
Are these angels? Is this who you think lives under your house?
Is that the children under the house? Kinda.
So you wish they'd leave?
I wish they could.
Let's talk about your friend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John. Again, the girl stared into the corner of the room almost like she was waiting for permission. Is that your friend? What's their name?
No reply.
Would you tell me their name if I gave you a sucker? How about 2? One for you and one for them. Once again, the girl looked into the corner of the room, then shook her head yes.
Oh no. What the hell? Mia.
Note, I have to admit, I found that image quite disturbing. However, it isn't the creepiest imaginary friend that I've had drawn for me.
This is what she's seeing?
Does your friend live under the house?
Yes.
How many friends live under the house?
10, maybe more?
Why do you think they're there?
No reply.
Are you still scared of them?
No reply.
Would
This
you
is
like
scary.
them to go away?
Oh my god!
Note, a picture frame fell off the wall. It was
Oh my goodness. That scared the blue out of my jeans.
located
Oh my
in the corner
God.
of the room she claimed her friend was standing. Needless to say, it gave us both a good jump. Ha ha.
Haha. I love Miss Julia.
So, 10 imaginary friends. That child has a lot to say, but she's having trouble finding someone to say it to. Most likely the father. For homework, I'm going to try and have Dad ask questions, mirror what we're doing at home. Alright, John, I look forward to our chat Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
And sorry this tape is a little late, but I think I have rats. Something has snuck into my office and eaten all the candy.
No way. Something.
But I think I have rats. And sorry this tape...
I think I have rats. No, don't tell me it's the ghost that did
It's a
that.
little late, but I think I have rats. Something has snuck into my office and eaten all the
Oh my god, don't tell me that's the ghost.
candy.
Lol, Marita. Same.
Hey John,
Oh,
tomorrow is Jess's
no.
appointment, but I had a few thoughts I'd like to share, so forgive me if I start rambling. You and I have seen quite a few disturbing children's drawings, but I must admit, after re-examining this drawing, I feel there is something oddly true about this image. I feel like this drawing is rooted in something the child has seen, perhaps a movie or something on the news. Maybe Dean tried to scare her, or it could be as simple as a scary story. I've even thought that maybe the imaginary children might represent friends she left behind in Houston. Maybe Maya was her best friend.
It is Houston. Session 3, let's go. I'm ready. No more jump scares, please.
Hey Jess, would you like to play another game? Let's draw a picture of you as an adult.
Okay. Oh, do you want to be a doctor?
Why do you want to be a doctor?
To help people.
And I'm sure you will.
Precious.
That's a very good quality to have. So, what does Maya want to be when she grows up? Note, as you might suspect, John, Jess once again became fixated with the same corner of the room.
Oh no.
She shook her head in the negative over and over, and the motions became more and more aggressive. And as I was about to stop the young girl, Jess picked up a crayon.
Mia doesn't get to grow up.
Why is that, Jess? No. I'll be honest, John. I was scared to ask that question.
No reply.
Everybody gets to grow up, Jess.
Not if they're dead. Oh my god.
You think Maya is dead?
Yeah. Is she dead in a car? What is happening? Did she die in a car crash? And now she's split in half?
Why was she in the trunk?
She doesn't remember. But she knows bad people put her there. No. Now she lives under the house with her friends.
What can you tell me about her friends?
They are all very sad. Aww. Only I can see them.
So, do you play with the other friends?
Some of them. Some of them scare me. Oh no! I hate
And
this.
why is that?
Because they want to hurt me. And they force me to live under the house? No way.
Does Maya want to hurt you?
No, she protects me. Time's up. Oh my goodness.
Before you go, Jess, can you do me a favor? For our next session, can you tell me more about your friends? Draw them?
Yes. Oh. By the way, they are sorry about eating the candy! No! No.
Note, and I'm sure you will ask, I don't know how she knew I was out of candy.
No.
There was a moment she was alone when she first arrived. Maybe she peeked in the desk. That's likely it, or the child is talking to the dead.
When kids say I see something or I
People in
can
my
see dead
conversations
people,
with Mrs. Daniels don't
just trust them.
extend too much beyond the session and pleasantries. But this time I could tell the woman was in distress. She asked quite a few questions about Maya. I, of course, told her that most children have imaginary friends and that I wouldn't worry. She was also very curious about the Clarks and if they had any children. Of course, as far as I know, the Clarks didn't. When I questioned her curiosity, she mentioned that they have found some old toys, such as Jess's bear, a toy truck, and a few other things. Mrs. Daniels also mentioned that Jess has been taking things and hiding them in her room, as well as under the house. I'll have to ask her about this in the next session.
I will send Adam's homework after I've had the chance to go through the material. I don't expect to be too impressed. Homework. Yay. The following drawings are notes, and notes are the result of homework I gave Adam and Jess. Night 1, Wednesday. How are you doing, sweetie? That's Adam. How are you doing, sweetie? Jess. Fine, I guess. Adam. How was the thing with Dr. Lou? Jess. Good. We like her. Adam. We? Jess. Mia and me. Adam. Right. Mia. I forgot. So, are you looking forward to school? Not really. Aw, poor Jess. I'm scared kids are going to think I'm weird. Honey, why would you think that? Because I am. I can't talk. And I see ghosts. They are imaginary, not dead. Adam! I'm sure Dr. Lou is telling you the same thing. Mia is not real. Don't say that! Of course she is. I can see her behind you. You hurt Mia's feelings. Adam! Say you're sorry. You made them mad. Now I am mad. Oh God. Fine. Fine. Get ready for dinner. Adam is the father, right? How was your day, baby? Yeah, I think that's the father. Fun! Yay! Fun day. Oh. Yay! Fun, fun, fun. Mia read me a story. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Adam is the dad. Okay. Wow. It's story time. That's some very long arms. What is that? That's her legs. That's her legs jumping paradise. What's wrong, Dad? You look scared. Go watch TV. I have more work to do. Adam is such a dork. We'll do the question thing later. Well, I'm not liking the dad. Carl does the assignment for Adam. Dad had to work late, so we are going to do the homework, okay? That's Carol, the mother. Okay. You think I will ever hear your voice again? I don't know. Sometimes I think about taking you and Dean back to Houston. You can't do that. They will never let me leave. I don't think they will let any of us leave. Who? I know you've seen them. Oh, goodness. Out of the corner of your eyes. Hear things. Notice things aren't where you left them. They are always there. Oh my God. Who, baby? The children under the house. That's your family? Oh my God. Dean, Adam, Carol, Jess, and the children under the house. We are their family now. And you can't leave family. Right?
There is a lot to unpack here.
Let's go.
At times, I feel as if she was antagonizing Adam with the drawings. Almost like she was trying to push him away just to see if he'd stay. Unfortunately, Adam did just as she expected. Jess probably won't speak until she can finally let this world go and accept that her parents' problems aren't her fault. Speaking of which, I probably should recommend a good marriage counselor for Adam and Carol. Alright,
yeah.
John, I'm looking forward to your thoughts as usual.
More homework. Earlier today, Carol stopped by the office unannounced. She handed me a folder of additional drawings by Jess. I could tell that she had been drinking, but it wasn't to the point where I felt it impaired her thinking. The notes included on this tape are from memory. Regardless, I think you will find them worrisome. Conversation. Hey Hashi, how are you? Hello Dr. Liu, how are you? Fine, Carol. What can I do for you? Did we have an appointment? No, I'm here alone. I feel so damn stupid. I let myself believe it all could be true. You tired or nor? I'm not following, Carol. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I'm kinda all over the place. Nice, Ashi. Good job. A small part of me is something, and the other part is just really worried about my little girl. Maybe start at the beginning? Have you looked at the homework? Of course. I let myself believe it. All of it. Jess seems to so convinced, so sure. I thought, well, hell, maybe there are dead people living under the house. After all, my kid can't be crazy. Jess isn't crazy, she's just a kid dealing with a lot. I started seeing them too, Dr. Liu. Who did you see? Her friends. Oh no. Oh no. I believe in an afterlife. It's not that big of a stretch. Right? Spoopy, yeah. There are lots of reasons that could cause this stress. My son has seen things too. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Things he can't explain. He's heard Jess talking to another girl. Mia, maybe. But always finds her alone. I think it's Mia. It has to be. Yep, that's Mia. You know that bear of hers? We have thrown it away a dozen times. Mr. Bartleby? Oh, my heart. And it comes back every time. Just let him stay. You know, I have a colleague I think could help. Maybe you and your husband could benefit from a session? She really does, Hoshi. No, I don't need that. I know all of this is just in her head. What happened? I had the whole yard dug up. Bro! Didn't know you drew all of this, Connie. Matches your thumbnail so well. Oh my god, yeah. It was like in the beginning, I was like, I didn't play. I was just, jeg spolte. And then I saw that picture, I was like, screenshot. I had to have something in the thumbnail. So it was that. Every inch. Oh no. Every tree. Outside the house. Let me guess, you didn't find anything. And underneath? Police even brought dogs. You know what? You know what we found? Nothing. Oh my god. There are no kids under the house. Just a box of toys and a few menus. Oh my god. I just got very nauseous. Some old restaurant called the Burger Shack. Don't tell me they ate the kids. Don't tell me they ate the kids. Please. Toys. That is Mr. Barnaby. Burger Shack. Thanks for listening. Oh, Carol. Adam thinks we all lost our minds. It's just good to have someone to talk to. True, Hershey. I still need to call the Clarks. See if they want their stuff. Oh, the Clarks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I don't trust the Clarks.
I am very concerned for Jess as well as her entire family. It's fortunate that she was able to let go of the delusion, but it is concerning how quickly she chose to buy into it. If things continue to deteriorate, we may need child services to step in. Let's speak after you get this. Talk soon, John.
See you later, John. This is scary.
Hi, John. It's a few hours before Jess's session, and I just received a phone call that absolutely made my day.
Hey.
Adam called and asked if I had a reference for a marriage counselor.
Hey, not bad.
This is an incredible step forward.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that it was something I did, but the likelihood is Carol's recent actions have had an effect.
Good.
Or at least in his own words, it's time to focus on what's important.
Yes.
It
Finally.
gives me a tremendous amount of hope. Even if they can't save their marriage, they may be able to learn how to cope and keep their problems from spilling onto Jess.
True. Session 4. Let's go. I'm so sweaty. I'm so sweaty, you guys.
Note, considering what I have reviewed in the homework and the conversation with Mrs. Daniels, I was surprised to find Jess in such a chipper mood.
She's happy. Yay. What is that? Is that a balloon? Oh, never mind. No, that is Mia with her long arms.
Hello, Jess. How are you today?
Great. Ah, with a heart. And Mia says hi too. Oh, my heart. This is so spoopy and cute.
Oh, hello, Maya. So what's new with you?
Oh, Maya.
Note, she opened a manila folder and handed me a note from her dad.
Hey, sweetie. I'm sorry about the last few weeks. I'm sorry about a lot of things. I can do better and I will do better for you, your mom, and your brother. I love all of you more than I love myself, and I'm going to start showing it. I'm ready to start believing you, baby. Dad. Love, Dad.
Note, clearly Adam is turning a corner. I believe this will be very important in getting Jess to start speaking again. This is great, Jess. So is this why you're in such a good mood?
Yeah. with a little smiley. Oh. And Dad wants to take us on vacation. We might go to the beach. Or the mountains. He said Mia can come too. Isn't that great? I'm a little bit skeptical.
Of course it is. Either place sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll keep my fingers crossed for the mountains. Did you have a chance to do the homework?
Yep. Mia helped. I love Mia. Or
No,
Maya.
John, I thought I was prepared to see what she wanted to show me. I was wrong.
Oh god. Burger. And balloons. Brad. Maya ate the homework. That's Maya with her teddy bear. Barnaby? I can't remember. The bad people gave Mia Mr. Bottleby. That's how they stole her. Maya wishes she didn't leave her family. Maya's family. No. Shelly? Shelly! Girl! I'm scared. Shelly was scared until they gave her some medicine, but it was too much. Then she woke up under the house. Is this the Burger Shack? Is this the Burger Shack? Shack. It looks like an H. Not Shelly. Wendy. With another toy. Somebody's in the window. Wendy. Oh my goodness. Wendy remembers being dead before she died. Being dead was supposed to be freedom. But it was another trap. Another prison. Boo! This has to be the Burger Shack. Don't tell me they ate the kids. I'm gonna flipping cry. Who is this? Zach, the boy who burns. Zach doesn't remember his family. Every day was blurry until the last day. Zach was stuffed in a fireplace after his neck broke. Oh my god, the pictures. Brad. Brad is the oldest. He was someplace dark for a long time. They forgot him and he died. He thinks his body is still where they left him. Mark. With a little sword. Oh. Mark remembers running, but he didn't get far. Oh, my heart. The last thing he remembers is a loud bang. Then he woke up under the house. It has to be the Burger Shack. Kate? Oh, look how happy. Kate is the scariest one under the house. She has a hand for every hand that hurt her. Oh my god.
No, these images are coming from somewhere. I can't believe all of this is the product of her imagination. A young girl shouldn't be able to recall some of these details. So who are these people?
Not everyone under the house wanted to talk. Most can't remember anything, but they are mad because they wanted to remember. Want to remember.
Well, thank you for doing this. Will it be okay with you and Maya if I keep these?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you. So, Jess, why do you think you stopped speaking?
I traded my voice for eyes. They needed me to see, so I needed give them what the heck will do? I needed give something to get something. It was the only way to see my friends.
So you don't think you'll ever speak again?
Maybe. It depends. Depends on what?
Depends on what?
Oh. If they ever get to leave. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely. You can ask me anything.
Huh. Maya says you talked to an imaginary friend too. It's why she knew we could trust you. Who is John? I got goosebumps.
John, I've never mentioned your name to Jess or her parents. They know I'm interested in writing about Jess's case, but they don't know that I'm collaborating with another therapist. I need to think about this a little more. I'll get back to you.
Oh my god, that's spoopy. Oh my god, that's spoopy. John,
John,
I
know you disagree, but I'm leaving for the library. I have to know if any of this is true. I know you think there's a logical explanation not rooted in the supernatural, but unfortunately I just don't see it. I have never mentioned your name. Your name isn't written anywhere in my office. It's not even on the tapes. And no, I don't edit these videos in the same location I see patients. I've gone over every suggestion you gave me, and none of them line up. Not one. Look at it this way. If I find nothing, this will be your chance to rub it in. Tell me you told me so. God knows it wouldn't be the first time. But if I do find something, then I'm not sure if I'm the right person to help this girl.
I think you're the right person, Miss Julia.
It took most of the day, but after going back nearly 10 years, I found what I was looking for.
Same. Brad! Oh my god, the goosebumps. Zach! Oh my god, I'm getting so many goosebumps. My goosebumps have goosebumps. Never found. Was last seen getting into a large white van. Oh my god. Kate. Nine? Oh my god. Not the Vans. Still missing. Just disappeared. We looked away and she was gone? Oh no. Maya! Oh my god, she is split in half.
They're all real, John. They were someone's children, someone's babies. But why are they under that house? Why are they drawn to Jess? Did the Clarks see them too? I
Oh
understand
god.
you want out of this, John. I know you're not that comfortable.
Oh
Hold on.
my goodness.
Hello? Speaking? What?
What is happening?
When? I understand. Thank you. John, Adam was just murdered.
Oh no. Her father is killed.
Adam's funeral went like you might imagine. I didn't expect a big turnout, though. Apparently, Adam was more popular than I thought. Even the Clarks came to pay their respects.
I don't trust the Clarks.
But I suppose Kate's Crossing has always been a friendly place.
Oh no.
Poor Adam probably wouldn't agree. Police said it was a carjacking gone wrong. A closed casket funeral. I don't want to know what they mean by gone wrong.
Oh. Jess, Carol, and Dean?
I really feel for Carol and the kids. With everything they've already been through, I imagine the situation seems impossible. I just want to help, but I really don't know how. Carol told me in passing that they were moving back to Houston. She said Jess wanted to do one more session before they left. I should be hopeful, but I keep thinking about what she wrote in the homework.
They will never let me leave.
Do I show Carol the articles and beg her to stay, or let them go and hope for the best? And if they do go, how do I help those poor children trapped under the house? It's just too much, John. Too much. I have a week before her session. I'm going to think it over.
Session 5. Oh my god.
Note, I've gone back and forth on this, but after the session, I'm going to share the articles with Carol. If it were me, I'd want to know. Hi, Jess. How are you today?
I'm sad. Oh, Jess.
I know, but that's okay. It's natural to be sad when we lose someone we care about.
I didn't lose him. He was taken? my
Oh
god.
my god, Jess. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be seeing something like this.
It's okay, I'm kinda used to it. That is very sad and scary.
Is that Shelly in the background?
Yes. She liked following Dad. She said the man in the mask seemed familiar. It has to be the Clarks.
Does she know who that is?
No. But she heard his voice before.
Really? Where?
She doesn't remember.
Can you ask her again? Shelly disappeared a decade ago. That can't be a coincidence.
She's sorry. But she doesn't remember. What? But she doesn't remember just pieces of things?
Jess, I want you to tell your friends that I want to help them, but I need any information they can give me.
Go, Miss Julia.
If Shelly or Maya ask the others, anything might help. Note, she started acknowledging people in every direction. I got the uneasy
Oh
feeling
my God.
that this room was filled with children. Note, for once the young girl looked in charge. She placed her finger on her lips to silence whoever was speaking. Finally, she pointed across the room, then started writing.
Food. They remember hearing people talking. It was loud, but the medicine kept it quiet. It has to be the Burger Shack. It was dark. All of them remembered the dark. Some remember more faces than others. Money. There was always money. The woman was nice. She always brought food. Mark said maybe it was a man. He was nice too. He bought toys.
Thank you, Jess. Everybody. I'll do my best to try and figure this out.
You never told me who John was.
John is a friend. We went to school together. We worked together for a few years. He lives in Florida now with his wife and kid. And what Maya has noticed is that I send him tapes of our conversations. I was hoping he could help me with your case, and we were thinking about writing a book about you and your friends.
So he's not a ghost?
No, not yet anyway. Does this bother you? Or your friends?
Nope. Maya was hoping to meet a new ghost. Someone that could help them move on or something. You know this is goodbye, right? Oh no.
Yes, your mom told me that you were going back to Houston.
I'm not going back to Houston.
Why not?
Because I'm going to live under the house. No. The ones that don't remember will never let me leave.
I'm going to try and talk to your mom, okay?
Thanks, but she's not going to listen. Come visit me if you can.
4. The following notes are from memory.
I want to thank you for everything you've done for Jess. It was my pleasure. Look, I want to talk to you about Jess's friends. I was having a bad day. Hell, a bad month. I let my imagination get away from me. Mrs. Daniels, they're real and I have proof. That can't be true. We dug up the entire yard. We didn't find anything. That's because they weren't looking in the right place. Every name she gave me, I was able to find in the paper. She even knew how Maya perished. Then Jess isn't. Jess' problem is supernatural. Then it's a good thing we're leaving. No. That's what I wanted to talk about. I was hoping you would consider staying. Why? I would like to try to help them, and for that I need Jess. Also, she doesn't think they're going to let her leave. What does that mean? It sounds like a threat. According to Jess, it is. Then that's a good enough reason to leave, isn't it? Would you want to live with someone threatening your little girl? I understand, but this might cause more problems than solve. And then there's the other children. Look, I'm sorry about those children, I really am, but I have to worry about my kids first. Thanks for everything.
Jess's last session was 2 weeks ago. The next day, Carol left with Dean and Jess. They didn't get more than 2 miles away from the house when Jess had a violent seizure. Jess hasn't been the same since. She no longer communicates. She just sits in the corner, blankly staring at the wall. Talk later, John.
Oh no.
I'm afraid we're going to lose Jess. Yesterday she had her 4th seizure. The poor child seems weaker by the day. Every time the phone rings, I'm afraid it's Carol calling me with the worst.
Then take her back to the house. Oh, poor Jess. Oh.
The good news is that Jess still communicates. Each morning I find several of her drawings waiting for me in the office. At least, I hope that it's her leaving me drawings.
Oh. What are we doing? Hello, Pussycat. We are watching an analog horror. Horror. Children under the house. It's very spoopy. Very, very spoopy and sad. I hope you're doing good, Pusa. Thank you for all the hearts and hype. It's scary where I am. It's like another world here. It's dark and cold. What are you eating, Pusa? Oh my god, Jessie's stuck. in another dimension, I guess, with Maya and the rest of her friends. Yes, Pusa, true. Dad isn't here. I mean, Shelly said he moved on. Well, that's good then, that her dad isn't there. So her dad moved on. Oh. Dad reached out, tried to take her along, but something kept her here. Something keeping us all here. They are so confused. They try to remember, but can't. They're stuck in a loop that makes no sense. They only recognize pieces of things. Is this going to happen to me? Oh, poor Jess. Oh. Is that... Tell Mom she can leave. I will be okay. Oh, my heart. Tell Mom and Dean I love them.
Jess is not dead yet.
Mm-mm.
There has to be a way to save this girl. A way to get her soul back in her body. But time is running out.
You can do it,
I called
Miss
the Clarks
Julia.
in desperation. I was surprised they moved back to Kate's Crossing. Apparently, RV life didn't suit them. Mrs. Clark probably thought I was crazy. I can't imagine too many people who expect to get a call asking if they've seen ghost children in their home.
This is a bigger picture.
I gave her Maya's name.
Put them
Brad,
together.
Shelley,
Put them together. It will say Burger Shack.
Wendy, Mark, all of them. She was clueless.
Saw the picture. You can like see Burr Shack.
I must have sounded hopeless. She asked me several times to come by their place. Said we could talk over lemonade. I, of course, declined. I just don't have the time. Jess doesn't have the time.
Oh.
This is outside my realm of expertise. I probably should call a priest, but I've always been more comfortable behind a stack of books than kneeling on a pew. The following are the notes I accumulated over 3 days of continuous research. I never would have imagined that there were so many books dedicated to spirits, ghosts, demons, and the afterlife.
What creates a ghost? Murder, especially those that remain unsolved. Sometimes the ghost will not move on until the murder is solved. Best hope of ending this. But who could have done this? Lack of proper burial? Possible. Most of the children have never been found. Time loops? Ghosts might be stuck in their last moments. Why don't they remember the last moments? Older ghosts may remember less and less of their former lives. Older ghosts might... Oh. But what if they already don't remember? What's left? Is anything left? Emotions? Anger? Or anger. Possession was just possessed. Don't demons possess people? Can't ghosts possess people? Is that the case here? No, no, no. The children are victims too.
What the hell am I missing? I've been racking my head for days. What am I not seeing?
Too many questions. Who could have done this? What is their motive? Connection between the kids? How does Ralph Kemp and Gerald James fit in? Were they the killers? Were there others? Heroin? Why are the kids under the Clarks' house? Because it's the Clarks! Is this the location of Jess? Why was Adam killed? What was the motive? Maybe there's a piece of something in the drawings that I missed? Please, put them together. Or maybe in one of the newspapers. An accident leaving 2 dead appears to have also ended the life of Maya Martinez. The young girl has been missing since Saturday. Her kidnappers, Ralph and Gerard, both frequent residents of the parish, crashed into a light pole late Sunday night. Heavy alcohol use was likely the culprit. The young girl's body was found in the trunk of their vehicle. It's believed that the child was a victim of a child trafficking scheme. Autopsy results show that the little girl had high doses of heroin in her system. Drugs and drug use effects of heroin can cause a dreamlike state. Is that why the children don't remember? Their last moments were a drug-induced dream/haze. They're reliving that confusion. But why would you do this? They weren't murdered. The children were being trafficked. The pictures, I told you, chat. Oh my goodness.
It's like Jess said, the ghosts only see pieces.
Oh my god. What did I tell you, chat? This is the Clarks! Burger Shack! Oh my god. This is what gave it away for me. This and this. Oh my god.
They were at the Burger Shack, John.
Those poor kids.
And who do these drawings look like?
The Clarks!
Oh my god, it was the Clarks. And I've told them everything. I need to go to the police. But who's gonna believe this? The Clarks are one of the most prominent families in Kate's Crossing.
Ah.
And I can't believe that a child's drawings will hold up in a court of law. I need to get Carol and those kids out of that house. And I shudder to think what would have happened if I took Mrs. Clark's offer for lemonade. I'd probably be under that house too.
Holy shit! Next time I'm gonna pause this before I drink. Oh my god!
Really? That's incredible news. Yes, I'll be right over.
My god.
And Mrs. Daniels, I have a lot to tell you. I don't think we can trust the Clarks. We will talk more when I get there. John, Jess woke up, but I'm sure you'll hear about this before you get the tape. I'm dropping this in the mail as I leave for the Daniels. If I or any of us disappear, it was the Clarks. So many thoughts were racing through my mind as I drove to the Daniels home. The Clarks, Adam, the children, Jess. Why was she able to wake up now? What changed? Did I do something? Hell, maybe the ghost let Jess go. Maybe she escaped. Why does this feel too easy? And why is it when you have somewhere to be, you hit every red light? It was like something was telling me to stay away.
I bet it was the ghost. The children. They said, stop!
The moment I walked through the front door, I found Mr. Clark pointing a gun in my face. Jess wasn't awake. I was lured here, and I didn't need to guess why. I knew in my heart that this was my fault. We were all going to die.
Oh no.
John, I know you've heard me tell this story a dozen times now, but the following drawings are Jess's account of the event. Although she was unconscious for the majority of the experience, Jess was incredibly accurate.
The Clarks' plan was simple. They were going to shoot us, then burn the place down. Oh my god. You were supposed to leave after your husband died. Why didn't you just leave? We tried, but Jess got sick. We figured, kill your husband and we won't have to kill the kids. Now our hands are tied. Jess, I hope you can hear me because we need your help. Oh my god. We can't leave. Please don't hurt my babies. Oh. Poor Carol. It doesn't matter. This is on you. What about the other children? Were your hands tied when you kidnapped them? Hurt them? We never hurt a single kid. It was just a business. Tell that to the families you ruined. You might not have pulled the trigger or taken a life, but you sent them on their way. And that makes you worse. You knew what a monster you were feeding them to. As nasty as it is, the money saved us. I'm alive because of it, and I'm not apologizing for surviving. What a fucking bitch. Even the devil thinks he's justified. That's cute. But I think we have heard enough from you. Shoot them and let's burn this place. Mom, I don't want to die. Oh. Close your eyes, baby. Tell me. Do you even remember their names?
John, I knew I only had one shot to survive this. I needed the children to remember. The children were in this house with the Clarks for years, and they never made contact. I needed the Clarks to confess, admit to the crime. And if my time being a therapist has taught me anything, people want to validate their actions. You just need to know how to ask.
I remember all of their names and faces. You don't forget that. Maya, Mark, Wendy, Shelley, Zach, Brad, Kate, Sue, Wes, June, Linda, Kristen. Okay. Those little faces behind the cages. We aren't monsters. Nobody wants to see a kid cry. That's why you drug them? Enough. Oh. She angry. But what I can't figure out is how you know those names. We had this place scrubbed. You shouldn't have gotten that from a box of toys. Okay, so I was wrong. They didn't eat the kids in the Burger Shack. They were selling them to traffic the kids, which is horrifying and effed up like crazy. Simple. They told me. Go, Miss Julia. Hey, Maya. They remember you. Do you remember them? Yes. We remember you now. Go, ghosties. We remember everything. You took us. Now we take you. Hell yeah. No. We're sorry. You weren't sorry for like 2 seconds ago.
The Clarks apart, then dragged every piece back into the shadows. They left nothing, not even blood.
Wow. Well deserved.
After that, Jess woke up. The only thing left of the Clarks was their gun and a news story.
Owners of the beloved Burger Shack missing. Police have no leads. Clark's vehicle found, but police still have no suspects. Police fear that the worst in Clark's disappearance. Boo-hoo. Who cares?
No one will ever know what they did except us, and they will probably always be remembered as the kindly
No
couple
worries.
who owned the Burger Shack. But
No worries,
according to
Marita.
Jess, they got what they deserved.
Damn! End of house call. Let's go. Final session.
It's been 2 weeks since Jess woke up. Carol said things felt different in the home, brighter. She said it felt like a different house.
That's nice.
Carol told me they were finally moving back to Houston. Jess had been in a great mood since, but she still has not said a word. Maybe the children took her voice with them.
Oh.
So how are you today?
Great. With a heart.
Are you looking forward to moving back to Houston?
Yes, I miss my friends. I wish Dad was coming, but I know he's somewhere watching over us. Aw.
I'm sure he is, Jess. Your mom said you still aren't speaking. Have you given it a try? No. Jess just shrugged and smiled. Looks like I got my wish. I got a happy Jess after all.
Aww.
Have you seen Maya or the others?
I got my wish too. Oh, they're all angels.
They're free now.
No. John.
They're free now.
No. John. Her little voice was the sweetest sound I've ever heard. We spent the rest of the session playing old board games. We had a good time, and then after we said goodbye.
Oh my god, is that tears?
Like I said, John, this would make one hell of a book, but I don't think it's a book I can write. At least not now. Maybe one day I'll come back to this case. Maybe. Besides, no one will ever believe it. I think it would be better to just let these children rest. Sorry to waste your time, John. We can talk it over when I come down for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
It's been 10 years since I've looked at these tapes. I thought about destroying them, but that doesn't feel right. I followed up on Carol, Dean, and Jess. Carol has a job in some accounting firm. She never remarried. Dean went to college. He's studying finance.
Nice.
Jess seems to be happy. She's about to graduate and move to New York for college. Carol says she doesn't remember Maya or the ghost children.
Aww.
Neither her or Dean ever bring it up. And maybe neither should I.
Aww. That's sad. But also kinda good. Oh my goodness. That was scary and also very cute. Ah, my god. I think that's the only thing I'm gonna watch today, actually. So I will be back next Sunday with more Spoopy Sunday. So remember to subscribe. Thank you for hanging out. The reason why it's a very short stream, it's because it's very hot in this my streaming room. It's very, very hot. I'm literally melting. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. And I will see you next Sunday. Before I go, follow me on Twitch, because I'm gonna stream there on weekdays. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I hope you all enjoyed. Take care. Bye bye.